Right, time to dust off your disco balls. My next guest has a career spanning over 30 years, from starring in the Australian soap Home and Away, remember, to selling millions of records and appearing, of course, as a judge on X Factor. Now, Dannii Minogue is launching a new clothing line and she joins us now. It is lovely to see you. Thank you for joining us from Down Under. Always good to see you. You look beautiful. How are you doing?
Lorraine, good morning. It's so good to see you. It's so good to be back on UK TV. All my friends have been messaging me in Australia saying, are you really going to be on Lorraine? I said, yes, you have to tune in the morning.
Oh, it's
so
fantastic.
Thank you.
And you know, we were talking fashion earlier on, weren't we, with Jenny Packham? And now talking to you about fashion and design, because this is something you've been doing since you were a kid. You've always been interested in fashion and creating your own looks.
My grandma taught me how to sew. She's 101 right now and just still loves fashion. She said to me this morning, oh, I love this colour in the shirt that I had on. And she really, taught me the backbone of it. I had my first label in Australia when I was 17. Wow. I then had a label in London with my friend Tabitha called Project D. And I've been focusing the last 6 years in Australia on a Petite's label. And now I'm bringing it to the UK because my fans were messaging me saying, I'm short, which is what petite is, under 5'3", under 160 centimetres. I'm short and I have the same frustrations. I can't find clothing that fits. So I'm finally bringing Petite's label to the UK with a twist. It's fashion that's made especially for the UK. It's not Aussie fashion. And the size range is so inclusive. This has never been done in petites before. So a lot of people are confused thinking petites means a small dress size. It doesn't. So it starts at my size, which is a 6, and it goes up to size 22. And
that's great. Yeah, that's really good, Dannii, because oftentimes just because you're small, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a wee tiny petite thing. You're absolutely right. And it must be so difficult. Like you were saying, this all came about because you found it hard to get clothes for yourself. So lots and lots of women are in the same boat.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know I was petite until my early 20s when a seamstress said, the reason why you have to alter everything is because you're petite. And I was like, what is that? Because at that time, there were no clothes in stores that said it was for petite. Yep. It was just regular size, maybe some tall sizes. Since then, you'll see a section for plus size. Now we're bringing in petites. And I hope that, in a year's time or 5 years' time, hopefully we're speaking again and we're saying it's a normal thing. You walk into a store and there's regular, there's petites, there's plus size, there's maternity, and it's just another section where you can shop and find stuff, because it's so confident, boosts your confidence when you have clothes that fit properly and you don't feel like you're wearing somebody else's clothes. It's normally the feeling when I put on regular clothes is when you're a kid and you're wearing your mum's clothes and everything's too long on the arms, too long on the legs, and it's dragging on the floor. So I'm still so excited when I can take something off the rack and it fits and I don't have to spend another 10, 20, 50 pounds on it to alter it to make it right.
No, that makes sense. It's like when you're wee and your mum gets you a duffel coat and says you'll grow into it. but you reach a time in your life when you're not actually going to do that. And I know Kylie has been so supportive of this as well, hasn't she? I mean, that's a woman that's very stylish, of course, just like yourself.
She knows about fashion. She knows what she loves. She's always searching for beautiful things and wearing them, like her concert tours, her videos. It's out of control. I love being able to see all of the costumes close up backstage. Yeah. I think that's always the best. And she knows how much I love fashion and design, and it's just a part of me. It's what I do, and she's very, very supportive. And so is my mum. She's happy to be able to buy stuff off the rack that fits her too, and she tells me what she'd like me to make.
Yeah, that's good. No, you need that feedback. You absolutely do. Now, you mentioned your granny before, and when I was talking to Kylie at Christmas time, she said she brought her lovely man over and he charmed Granny with them Welsh phrases that he had learned. Now, that is an astute boy, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, he is a lovely man. He really, really is. And it's so kind of cute and pleasing that he's from Wales and we both have a lot of family members back there. So to hi to everybody in Wales. And yeah, he's charming in all the right ways. And my grandma, she does appreciate a nice looking man.
I love it. That's wonderful. Now, look, there has to be a mistake, Miss Dannii Minogue. You're sitting there looking like a teenager. You're going to be 50? Come on.
I am. It's a big birthday for me this year. I've been looking forward to it since the day I turned 49. I'm like, okay, so I'm 50 this year. And my boyfriend says, you just turned 49. I said, yeah, but I'm 50 this year. Like, it's exciting for me. I have kind of a bucket list of stuff that I want to do that is kind of not in my norm, that gets me out of my comfort zone. I weirdly took up skateboarding 2 years ago.
Okay.
I'm kind of getting good at it because I managed to get down the road the other day and take a business call on my iPhone while still skateboarding. So I'm kind of like, a mad 50-year-old.
Oh, I think that's great. Yes, grow old disgracefully. That's what everybody should do. Always be young. Always be young. And you and Kylie, you've been through, both of you have been through highs, been through lows. Through it all, you've got that bond with one another, which is fantastic. You never, and we can see you there, the two of you performing, which is just lovely.
It's so good. She's been there for everything for me. And, she only has to pick up the phone to call me if we're on the other side of the world. Thankfully, at the moment, we're together. The whole family's together. So we're about to celebrate our dad's 80th. We've got my 50th coming up. It was my brother's 50th last year, but that was during lockdown. So we're maybe just going to keep celebrating this year while we can, because Melbourne is out of lockdown now, for now. And you guys will get there soon.
We will. We look at you. We actually look at you over in Australia, and it gives us hope, because it's wonderful. I mean, I think it's brilliant. And parts of Asia are getting back to normal. Singapore is getting back to normal. So it's happening. It's happening. We just all have to obey the rules, and we will. You're right, Dannii. We will get there. We will.
It takes everyone's help together, but it's just beautiful seeing people's spirit and, some goodness and kindness that is coming out of this, because instead of being so busy and rushing about, we're stopping. Exactly. And we're really valuing having somebody close to us.
Dannii, it's been a joy. I'm already getting loads of people tweeting saying, where can we get your clothes? Of course, the clothing range is at QVC, which we didn't mention, but we have. Dannii, thank you, my love. Great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A lovely girl. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.